So let's learn how to multiply by tens, hundreds, and thousands. Let's start out simple and let's see if we can multiply 3 by 10. So we know 3 times 10, but I'll just call it 3 tens. So 3 tens are 3 tens. So I'm going to write 3 tens. So in place value, 3 tens are just 30. So you can almost see that it's magical. I actually did not do any work. So let's try another one. So now I want to multiply 73 by 10. But 73 by 10, multiplying 73 by 10 means I'm really adding 10 73 times. So these are just 73 tens. So in place value, I can write 73 tens as 73 tens, which is 730, right? So because the 0 signifies tens, so I can read this number as 73 and then I'll say tens. So this is the beauty of place value. This is really implicit in place value. So a slightly different way, if you want to think about it, let's say you want to multiply 43 by 10, right? So here's 43 by 10. So the way I think about it is it's just 43. So on the left hand side you have 43 tens, and on the right hand side you have 43 tens. It's just a different way of writing the same thing. You can also think about it in a slightly different way. You know that 10 tens are 100. That's what it actually means. So I can really have these. I can have these discs. So I can have 4 discs of 10 and 3 discs of 1. So I have these 3 discs of 1, and I multiply by 10. So I'm multiplying by 10. So I know that each disk of 10 will get converted to 100. So the 10 will get converted to 100. So I'll have 4 disks of 100. And each disk of 1 will get converted into a 10 because 1 tens are 10. So this is what I'll get. So this will turn out to be equal to 400 and 430. So I can write this as 430, which is exactly what we got earlier. So it's just a different way of thinking about the same problem. So I won't really repeat this exercise for hundreds and thousands, but essentially the same ideas work. So let's see. So if I want to multiply 43 by 100, well, this is just, when I read it, it's 43 hundredths, which means I'm adding 143 times. So in place value, I write this as 43 hundredths. So the 43 represents how many hundreds I need, and these two zeros represent hundreds, so it's 43 hundredths. So this number can be read as 43 hundredths, which is exactly what we have on the left-hand side. And if you want to think about it in terms of disks, you can certainly do that. You will have 4 disks of 10. You'll have 4 disks of 10, and you'll have maybe 3 disks of 1s, and you will multiply it by 100, and you know that 10 hundredths are 1,000. So this means that this will get converted to 1,000, this will get converted to 1,000, and this yellow disk will convert to 1,000. So you'll have 4,000 denomination disks, and the ones will get converted into hundreds. So you'll have 100, 100, 100. So these will be 4,300 or 4,300. So either way, okay. And now clearly I won't repeat the same idea because it's so similar. So, but you can check if you multiply 43 by 1,000. Well, clearly you're going to get 43 thousands because you just added 1,000 43 times. So you're going to get 43 thousands, right? So if you add 1,043 times, you're going to get 43,000. Just like when you add an apple 43 times, you're going to get 43 apples. So this time you got 43 thousands. And so this is how we can multiply by tens, hundreds, and thousands. Now let's see if we want to. So in part 2, what we're going to do is we're going to sort of learn how to actually multiply not just by tens, hundreds, thousands, but actually not just by 10, 100, and 1,000, but maybe by 20 or by 500 or by 6,000, and see how that works.